Welcome back, Helldivers! We have a new Warbond live in the Superstore, the Exo Experts. Grab a fresh mag, and let's dive into it. Starting us off, the entry fee into the Warbond is the standard 1,000 premium Warbond super credit cost. Starting us off on page 1, we have the SMG 203 Gallant for 35 Warbond medals. The 03 Free Spirited Light Armor for 45 medals and the helmet for 30. The Free Spirited Spangles Cape for 8 medals and player card for 2 medals. The Bullet Storm Disposable Machine Gun for 75 medals. The Mobile White Vehicle Pattern for the Hellpod for 20 medals. And you can purchase 100 super credits for 7 medals. Moving over to page number 2, we have the Lumber Mech available for 50 medals. The P-33 Missile Pistol also for 50. Watchbolt Compatriot player card for 7, the O2 Heavy Armor for 55 Warbond medals, its respective helmet for 45, the Watchful Compatriot Cape for 25 medals. You can purchase 100 credits for 12 medals, and then the Mobile White Shuttle Pattern for 50. That brings us to page number 3, which has the Mobile White FRV Pattern for 55. And the Mobile White Pattern for the Exosuit for 50 medals, along with 100 super credits for 32, the Thumb of Approval emote for 55, the Breakthrough Mech for 50, and lastly, the Exosuit Certified Player Title for 20. Additionally, to coincide with the Warbond, we also have the Exo Experts Superstore page, which only features 4 items, which is kind of rare. We haven't seen this since Masters of Ceremony, if you don't count the Warhorse Chinese New Year page. As for items, there is 4. There is the diagram of the Noblest Payload Cape and player card, Cape for 100 super credits, and the player card for 35. And then as for armor, we have the 044 Bonded Pilot for 250 super credits, and the helmet for 125. This, I'm sure, is some sort of a reference to Titanfall. However, I never actually played Titanfall, so if you know what it's a reference to, go ahead and comment that down below. In case you were unaware, the Superstore rotation has also gone away, so now all Superstore pages are available at all times, so you can go in and purchase whatever items you want at any time without having to wait for them to refresh every 2 weeks. Oh, and I'll throw it in here since I forgot to mention it. The 044 Bonded Pilot Armor is a medium armor set, and the other 2 were light and heavy, so that gives us all 3 with the new armor passive. Oxygenated, which increases the wearer's walking and running speed, and increases the speed and duration of slides. When it comes to customization for the Gallant submachine gun, you will find several of the Pretty Box standard options available that pretty much are available for all guns. Some things you will notice, there is an extended magazine, which I was kind of surprised to see. And then I also noticed there's no angled foregrips for the SMG. However, you do have the options for the vertical foregrips. Not quite sure why Arrowhead didn't allow us to include angled foregrips for this gun. When it comes to color customization for the gun, you're not going to notice anything different about this compared to any other gun that you can change the colors on. You've got all the standard options. You got the default option, which for this gun is white and gray two-tone. Then you got your Helldiver color, which is that gray and kind of other gray two-tone. And then you've got your Arctic, desert, forest, and urban camos and standard colors alongside the Venus and Midnight pattern. As for a kind of brief tease on the weapons, I only tested them out so far on the bugs. A later video that'll probably come out maybe Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure at the time of recording this. Just depends on my work schedule. But as of right now, just kind of with a test of the weapons. So far, I'm kind of liking them. You know, the SMG Gallant is a pretty effective little gun, as long as you can hit your shots and you don't waste your ammo, because you do burn through ammo pretty quickly. The Bullet Storm, as the name implies, is pretty effective at living up to its name. It sends a lot of rounds downrange with a lot of hate, spewing pretty fast. And then this gun, like I said earlier, it is disposable, so once you run out of ammo and you run dry, you do drop it. As for the mechs, so far I've only tested out the lumberer. I haven't had an opportunity to run the breaker yet on any missions, but for the next video I will have that, so make sure you're staying tuned for that video. But things I've noticed with the lumberer mech. Most importantly, the fire is broken. The fire does not do any damage to anything inside of about 30 feet of you. So you'll notice there's a stream, and the stream just kind of phases through the ground. Anything that's directly below you, if you aim straight down, like if you have a horde of bugs at your feet, you're not going to do any damage to them. They just stand there, and you just throw fire straight through them, and the flame just phases straight through the ground. As long as you have them at distance, though, does a pretty good job, basically like you got a cremator mounted to your arm. And then as for the anti-tank cannon, something that I've noticed, I'm pretty sure they're using the same sound effect that they use in Halo for the Scorpion. As in the newer Halo games, not the older ones, where it sounds much more meatier and punchier. This is that more kind of quieter, snappy sound. Which isn't a bad thing. I actually kind of like it. The only thing I don't like is the fire not doing any damage up close. Those are just my first impressions with the weapons, trying them out on the bugs on the new biome of the Paradise planet that we have. I hopefully have a video out either Friday or Saturday, not 100% sure at the time of recording, but I'll try to have that out in the next couple days. Testing the weapons out on all the factions, different enemies, seeing what works, what doesn't work. I'll let you guys know at least what I find. That's going to wrap us up for the end of this video, so if you want to stay up to date on anything Helldivers, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you like the video, and then leave me a comment down below what you're thinking of all of the new weapons, gear, and stratagems that came with this Warbond.